going to be doing the last in the series of my kids' minimalist wardrobe. Today we're going to be doing Harry, who's my 9-year-old. Last week we did Ozzy, who is my 2-year-old, and the first one I did was on Ella, my 4-year-old. And basically what I did was I showed you through what we were going to get rid of and why, and what we were keeping and why, and then also bits that we may need to add in the future. I also did like a little card that came up on every single one of those videos to show exactly how many items of clothing they actually own, and I will be doing exactly the same thing again today. If you want to learn a bit more about why we chose to go minimalist and why we do what we do, then that's going to be on the first video I did of this series, so I will link all of that down below for you to watch if you haven't already seen it. So if you don't know, Harry is my 9-year-old. He is probably the easiest one to dress in terms of he pretty much wears very basic top jeans all the time. So he doesn't really have that many clothes as opposed to Ozzy and Elowen. Obviously, where Oslo is so young, he goes through clothes quite quickly because he's still in nappies. And Elowen, obviously being a girl, she has a few more options. He's also a really big costume wearer. So 90% of the time, he will literally always be in a costume. From the time he gets up to when he goes to bed, he's always wearing a costume, whether it's Spider-Man or Thor or Batman or something. Even if he hasn't got the costume, he will just pretend to be whoever he wants to be. So I'm just going to be going through what we're going to be getting rid of and why. So firstly, he's got a few t-shirts. A lot of these just are getting too small. He's very tall and skinny, so a lot of tops, when they start getting a bit too small, you can really tell in the length because they'll start kind of going up and up and up and up and up. So these are going purely because they are just getting too small. So he has this one just here, which is a just black and white striped one. I think this is from 2 in Sainsbury's. He also has another one that's just all grey, and again from 2. And then I think this one is also, yep, this is from 2 as well, which is just a yellow and I think navy black striped one. So he has those. And again, you can just see, like, for a 9-year-old nearly, the length is far too short. So that's the reason why we're getting rid of those. He also has this one as well, which I just found. And that's just this kind of green stripy one as well. It's kind of funny because for a really long time, we had this running joke that Harry was a pirate because he only ever had stripy t-shirts, and I've just realised like literally all of those t-shirts were stripy. As I said in the last video, we don't often buy branded or character clothing just because I tend to find that they go through things quite quickly. So, you know, one week they'll like them, the next they won't. So we steer clear of character clothes. I'm not against it, and I understand that people love getting what their kids love, and I really respect that. It's just to build a minimalist and capsule wardrobe, it's really difficult to match those pieces up with other things unless obviously you're really good at it, and I'm not, but I haven't found a way to do it where everything matches really well. I find like a lot of the colours as well at the moment, it's very like khaki, army kind of patterns, lime green, black. It's really, really tricky. We tend to try and go for more earthy colours just because they look great against their skin tones. It suits them really well, and you can mix and match them a lot easier. We're also going to be getting rid of a couple of jumpers. Again, the same thing, he's just outgrowing them. So he has this one here, which I'm pretty sure is next because it's got that little antler reindeer thing on it. That's it. They always have like that little emblem sewn into the front of their clothes. And then he has this one as well. This is also partially because it's really, really stained. I don't know if you can see, but I think he got like glue or paint all along the bottom, and it's also all across the back, and I've never been able to get rid of it. There's also this really big smudge just there, which I've never been able to get rid of, so it's gonna be going. And then there's also a couple of hoodies as well, same problem, they're just getting really, really small. This one I picked up in a charity shop when he was quite young actually, and it lasted quite a long time. And then this one as well. This one didn't last as long. I think it's from Primark, and I think his nanny picked it up for him. Again, look, like khaki green. I can't get away from it. Army green. Everything boys' clothes is army green. It drives me insane. And it's this one as well. Again, too short in the torso. Speaking of army green, we also have a pair of long combat trousers, I think you call them, I suppose. I think these are from H&M, and as you can see, they've got like a really gigantic hole in them right at the front. I will usually just let them have the holes in the knees, because I think fashion wise, a lot of people are wearing very, very holey jeans at the moment. They've kind of come back in style. I also feel like if they're jeans specifically, you can always just kind of cut round the hole and then turn them into jean shorts. But with these essentially as shorts, because they're like double lined, they've got like this blue lining inside, they aren't going to be the best things to cut up and turn into shorts. Also, now I know I said my eldest isn't as picky. The one and only thing I will never be able to get him to wear is baggy trousers. He is crazy about the skinny jeans. And I don't think it's specifically from a fashionable point of view, because he's never really been bothered about his appearance. I mean, I guess that might come in time. Because he's so young still, it's not ever been on his radar to be fashionable. But skinny jeans, they have to be tight. He likes tight, well-fitted clothing. If it's baggy around the waist or baggy around the leg, he doesn't like the feeling of it. These were quite a tough one to get him to wear. He did in the end start wearing them, because I think obviously as he got bigger, these got a bit smaller for him and they started fitting him a bit more the way he liked. But he just hates baggy trousers. So now that we know that, and we are not going to be buying any more baggy trousers, and it will just only ever be skinny jeans. And then we also have one pair of shorts to get rid of. These were, I mean, my son used to go to school. He went to school for about 2 years until we pulled him out, and now we homeschool. Long before the pandemic happened, we were homeschooling. And I think these came home with him in his PE kit, but they weren't his. We decided to keep them because they were quite good at just going to the beach in, or bumming around at home in. We just don't need another extra pair of shorts, and they're also starting to get a little bit too small as well. And last but not least is a costume. It's a Superman costume, and it's not one of those ones with like built-in muscles. He has loads of those, like, that have the biceps and is it biceps and then triceps? No, pecs. Has like the biceps and the pecs all like, and the six pack all sewn in there. This doesn't have that. This is literally just almost like a onesie, and it velcros at the back. I don't actually know where it's from. It was given to us. So yeah, it's just a little Superman one. It's really, really tight. I know he likes tight clothing, but this is a little bit, this goes a bit far in my opinion. So we have gotten rid of 11 pieces of clothing in total with Harry's wardrobe, and everything again fits in the same sort of basket that I showed you that the other two have, and it fits all nicely in there. This goes under their beds. If you haven't watched our house tour, it kind of shows you a bit better as to where it goes. And I also kind of explain as to why we keep them all in baskets and why we keep it this small. So this is literally all of their clothes that they own, and they all go in 3 of these baskets. He has this hoodie. This was given to us in a bundle of clothes. It's okay. It's weatherproof on the top, as you can see. And then it's just a grey hoodie. It's just not my cup of tea. He loves it, and that's all that matters, so we're going to keep this one. This is like one of my most favourite charity shop finds ever. We've never been able to shop at Joules. It's just never been in our budget to. So this was a really good steal. I think this is probably about £5 or less. And it was just this really cool plaid shirt, and then inside it's all shearling. It's the most loveliest thing to wear in the winter. He loves wearing it. It's a great piece to layer with. And this was also given to us in that bundle, and it was literally just this really nice burgundy bomber jacket. He actually looks really cool in bomber jackets. This is the first one he's ever had. Kev wore one actually to our wedding, and he really suits bomber jackets as well, so it must just suit their frame, I guess. That but he's got this really nice, again, it's like shearling on the inside, and I think this is from M&S. So it's really, really nice, really thick and great for the winter. And then he has 2 really, really big coats. These were both given to us by his nanny. They were found, I think, in her loft. So it must have been like Kev's old coats, I guess. But they're like those really charming walking coats, like Barber or something. And they are so well made. And obviously they've got all like the tartan on the inside. I don't actually know where this is from because the label is just literally so worn. But I do think they were from like when Kev was a little boy. So they were passed down to us. And I think that's really cool because you can tell like just how well made they are that they've lasted this long. He also has another one, which I think is a little bit more modern. but it's still just as good. And it is a proper all-weather coat. And these things can cost, I don't know, I haven't been shopping in a long time, but they can cost a lot, okay? And I'm pretty sure a coat this thick, it's also got like the hood with the proper like visor on it. How cool. So these are really, really great. They're so oversized and big on him. Not to the point where he looks like swamped, but to the point that they'll last hopefully another couple of years. I love free clothes. I do. So there may be a few things in the wash. I'm pretty sure he has more than one jumper, but for the meantime, I can only find this one. This was actually, again, free and knitted by his nonny, who's my mum, and she knitted this for him, and it's huge. That or he stretched it out, but it's absolutely massive, and it's in that lovely sagey colour, which you know I absolutely love. And it's just a really basic jumper. He wears this all the time. Usually when we go out for walks and things like that, he just looks like so cute and comfortable. And that was handmade by my mother, so can't get that nowhere. Shirts wise, he has two. One, like Oslo's, if you didn't watch that video, was from our wedding day. All the boys wore a Hawaiian shirt. I can show you that one now instead of going to the next one. All the boys wore Hawaiian shirts. So this is Harry's wedding shirt. It's going to start getting a bit small for him quite soon. And I will be putting this in storage, and it will be a keepsake because, like, memories. His other shirt is a really lovely, quite oversized, so hopefully it will last quite a while, Zara shirt. This was a gift from my mum. I think she just really liked the look of it and randomly bought it one day. I don't think it was a specific occasion, but it's this really cute pinstripe one, but it's like a casual shirt, so it's like really baggy, and I think it's like a kind of linen material, but it's still so sweet, and he looks really cool in it. He can like wear it with shorts, wear it with trousers, really versatile. Love the colour, keeping it. I've also got these shorts. These again were in that bundle of clothing that I told you about earlier, and they're just a pair of army shorts. Yeah, they're cool, they're comfortable. He does also have another pair of shorts, which are just a pair of basic denim shorts. I don't know where they are. I'm pretty sure they're probably hanging up somewhere or in the wash. I managed to find pretty much 99% of his wardrobe today. So I think that and then something else I couldn't find, but he definitely has a pair of denim shorts. Jean wise, he has 3 pairs. I'm pretty sure he's wearing one now. So if he is, then you'll see a clip right now of what he's wearing at the moment. He also has this pair, again, they were in that bundle of clothing. So they're these really kind of cool acid wash, kind of like biker jeans, because you can, I don't know what that really is, but I suppose like biker jeans. I don't know, I'm not that cool anymore. But yeah, like that acid wash, grey, black jeans, really cool, super skinny, he loves them. So that's a plus. And then he also has a more traditional blue pair of jeans. As you can see, these ones are starting to get really holy in the knees. The ones he's probably wearing right now, or the ones that I can't find, depending on what he's wearing right now, I can't remember, he's got a costume over the top. They have way bigger holes and they will probably turn into shorts, but these ones kind of still have a bit more life left in them. And lastly is just his tops. This is the area that needs the most attention. His birthday is actually coming up. It's on the 1st of December, which will be in a couple of weeks from now. And we're actually going to be getting a few more t-shirts in to replace some of these ones because they are getting really small. So the first one he's got is this stripy one. It's just, again, stripes. See, I told you. He's probably a pirate because apparently his mother only ever buys him stripy tops. I think I always gravitated towards stripes because I always try to avoid the like hectic patterns. I think stripes are really classic, and that's probably why he has a lot of striped t-shirts. And that was probably why he was always called a pirate. But alas, it's another stripy one, and it's just a blue, red and white striped long sleeve t-shirt. I think this is one of the ones that's going to have to go soon because it is getting really small. And then he also has this short sleeved Star Wars top. See, again, I know I mentioned I don't like character stuff, but I actually did get this for him. I found it in a charity shop and I thought it was actually kind of cool. It wasn't too garish. It's got like, I don't know if you can see, it's got like all the, oh my God, what do you got? Like blueprints kind of printed on the back and the front, and then it's just got a few of the ships that are in the film. I thought it was quite cool and not too like loud. And just a quick disclaimer, we actually don't get rid of our clothes, we don't throw them away. We always, if they are too worn to wear, recycle them responsibly. We sometimes use them in crafts because we are a homeschooling family, and if we can, we either donate to any family or friends first before we obviously go to charity, because I feel like some people just go straight to the charity shop and they get quite overwhelmed. But we tend to try and exhaust all the options before we do take them to the charity shop, but they will never just be thrown away in the bin or anything like that. This one is just a little dinosaur long sleeve top, quite muted, not too garish. These are 2 tops that his nanny got him. Now, they're quite cool, they're not too bad. They're like this kind of leafy design, and then there's another one. And again, I think it's like a leafy print, but it's like an orange. They are the weirdest material ever. I cannot describe to you. They are pretty much see-through. Don't know if you can see. You probably can't, but yeah, you can. Look, you can see just how see-through that is. And they're like really, really drapey. They're very, very thin. They're very, very fine. They are so, so soft though, but because they are so thin, they're literally like falling apart. I don't really understand the material, especially for like boys. You'd think you'd want to go like thicker with the material, but they are really, really thin. You can just, I can't describe to you. And they're very silky feeling, but they are still cotton, but they're just that weird texture. And these are both from Primark. So these are ones that I really want to replace, because where they are so thin, they're doing nothing for him in winter. And he's also started complaining that they're starting to feel really weird on his body. So we're going to have to replace these eventually, but for the minute, these are what he has in his wardrobe as well. And then lastly, this I think is the last t-shirt he has and the last piece of clothing he has. And it's a army t-shirt. It's kind of stepped at the bottom, and it has like a black pleated bottom, and then an army kind of camo top, and then black sleeves. As you can see with the writing on the front, it is really starting to fade. I also want to talk quickly about this. I've also realised I have to start being really picky about vinyl transfers. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. If it's not, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it is the ones where it's like plasticky and it's ironed on. These things don't last, and it drives me up the wall. I know there are many reasons as to why they don't hand embroider it. Obviously, it's faster, it's a lot cheaper. It means that we as parents can buy cheaper clothing, which is amazing. However, it's just the bane of my life. If I ever see anybody buying him anything with these transfers on them, I just know they'll be washed twice and you won't ever see it again. I will be avoiding as much as I possibly can these kind of sticker transfers, because they just don't stay on the clothes. And when you've got like carriage clothing, or you've got like a big piece on the front of the t-shirt and it starts cracking or it fades and some of it starts to come off in like bits, it's just no. Also, I'm pretty sure if they are made of plastic, that all those like little particles will be going into the washing machine each time, and I'm just not about that. So the total amount of clothes that Harry owns will now be coming up on your screen, and you can have a little look at as to what he has in his minimalist wardrobe. So that's the end of this video, and this is also the last in our little mini series of our kids minimalist wardrobes. I hope you really enjoyed kind of seeing what they own and how we think consciously about what we own and what they wear. If you haven't watched our moving story, then you'll know we're actually hopefully going to be moving very soon. And it's just great to declutter all of the bits that I know I don't want to take with me to the new house. And I know that they're going to be really stripped back to the very bare essentials as to what we're going to be taking. I myself haven't actually gone through my clothes yet, and neither has my husband. But if you did want to see what we wear as well, and our minimalist wardrobes as well, then please leave a comment below and I will do that for you. These sorts of videos aren't going to be the real basis of my channel. I know starting off I have been doing more sit down videos, but obviously it's called Wistl Family Adventures. So once our life gets a little bit more back on track with us moving and coronavirus, then we can hopefully kind of steer this channel in the direction that I really want it to go in. But I think just to start off with, to really show you like where we're coming from, and our belief system and our morals and our ethics, also for us to look back at as well, and we can kind of see how we used to work things. I won't be making these videos very often. Like I said, if you want me to do my own wardrobe or Kev's wardrobe or both, then please leave a like, and I will do that for you. But I won't be making like loads and loads of decluttering videos, loads and loads of minimalist videos. It's more to kind of ground you into our channel, and it'd be like a more get to know us kind of thing. Obviously I've not been on YouTube that long. I think this is gonna like my 9th or 10th video, so I'm really aware that obviously people aren't going to know who we are. So starting off with like lots of vlogs and things like that isn't going to be ideal. Also with coronavirus, there's not many places I can actually show you. There's not many things that we can go and have an adventure with at the moment, unfortunately. So we do want to steer this channel more in that direction of like vlogging and going out and about and taking you with us. But for the meantime, at the moment, it has to stay like this, more like sit down and chit chat videos, kind of an opportunity for you to get to know us and hopefully me to get to know you guys. Thank you to all those again that subscribe to us. It's amazing to see the numbers creeping up, and I really hope to continue to make really cool videos for you. I also hope that they're not just going to always be sit down chat videos with you, but we shall see where that goes in the next few weeks. So stick around, subscribe and like the video if you haven't already, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend and stay safe. Goodbye, guys. And subscribe.
Embarrass me on TV. Like in the birthday.
I think got something stuck in my teeth. Minimalist wardrobe series with hi guys, put one out. That's going to be linked all below. So if you want to check, wanted to check that one out, that one's all. So if you wanted to check, Ella and my daughter, who is 4.